Hey, what's going on, my brothers? Mike is back with another episode. Long time I didn't upload any videos. Now I'm recording a couple of videos, so it's gonna be a lot of answer for your questions. Most questions I receiving on my YouTube channel, it's always my brothers asking, "Hey Mike, what is the best 6.5 component speaker for the bass?" My brothers, you want to listen the bass? Here's the my top 5 choice for bass speakers. Before you start to buying any 6.5 speakers for the bass, of course, there's tons of speakers out there, but I'm gonna tell you something. Any small 8-inch or 6.5-inch subwoofer inside the subwoofer box will produce a lot more bass than any most strongest 6.5 speakers for the bass, right? Remember that. So here's the deal. This is my top 5 choice. Please to cut a lot of comments, a lot of questions. If you don't see here your speaker, specific speaker, and I put the other speakers in the top 5, and you thinking that speaker, I did tons of research before I upload any kind of videos, right? That's why every single videos I have on the YouTube channel, the guys were very thankful, and I'm thankful for you guys also to supporting my channel. If I suggest some speaker, everybody is happy with that. All the specs on the speakers nowadays, nobody tests on the lab, so after purchase. So all the specs is like advertising. There's tons of companies. I'm always saying like overpriced, overkill. The products they're not matching with the half price products out there. So when we're comparing that, it's like a 3-4 times a cheaper product. It will perform a lot better than those expensive advertising driven companies. So number 5, it's gonna be MTX Thunder 61. Of course, it's gonna be a little pricey, the speaker, but yes, this guy it plays deep. The bass is really good on this guy. You can hear the punchy bass and the deep bass, but next guys it's gonna be a lot deeper and a lot stronger bass than this guy, right? The reason why I put the number 5 because is the price range. It's like it's expensive. Twitter's quality, the sound quality with the Twitter, it's not the greatest. I can hear a lot better tweeters on the future. I'm gonna tell you which speaker to get for the tweeter and quality wise. This speaker advertising is around 44 hertz to 20,000 hertz. Sensitivity around 90 dB. But number 4, next guy is gonna be Alpine Type S, right? I did this Alpine Type S video comparing with the other speakers also with the same price range, with the same around the same price range, and this guy it was an overkill. Reason why the Alpine is really good sounding speaker right now, because it's most now flat, the flat sound quality, right? It's not the tweeter is the brightest, not the mids and the bass is deepest. They advertising again 70 hertz to 22,000 hertz, but this guy was killing other companies. Watch my other videos, right? Other companies who advertising 60 hertz, 55 hertz, the speakers with the bass. So Alpine is using the material so light and a lot movement of the speaker itself very soft, and when you install right way, the Alpine produce really nice, the really nice quality bass for the price. Of course, the price is going up and up every time I upload some videos. That's I don't like it. So for the price you're paying, this is a really good speaker, right? This is Alpine Type S. It's a S65C model. Is of course it's component. So number 3, this is number 4, right? Number 3, I put again Alpine Type R series right now. It's a lot more money than you're thinking, but I put the links in the description. Sometimes very good deals on that. This is everybody likes the Alpine Type R. This Type R series plays 65 hertz to 40,000 hertz, so it means nobody can hear after 19,000 hertz, right? It's like the really high range. Only focal speakers and a couple companies they advertising 30,000, 40,000, 50,000 hertz, but nobody can hear that. But Alpine is decide to make that. This is the native magnet speaker sensitivity, a lot 88 decibel. It means you need the amplifier so to open up these speakers, right? If you install for the stock head unit or stock upgraded sound system, they will perform very well, but it's not going to be opens up like even the 70%, like not the 100%, it's even 70% is not going to play. So 40,000 hertz tweeters is not the loudest again. So let me clear up here with the Alpine Type R series, right? A lot of questions will be after then. So even this guy plays 40,000 hertz. I have a different speaker, so the next speakers they play a lot lower, but the tweeter is a lot louder. So you can hear on this tweeter wide range, but you can't hear them because they're not loud. You understand? They're wide range, but they're not loud. So when you're blasting the music, you can hear that, you know, the tweeter sound. That's what's happening with the Alpine. But a lot of guys likes has the flat sound Alpine, like for the vocals it's very good, for the rap music it's good. But if you wanna get some bass, this guy can produce really good bass for the price. So number three, it's gonna be, of course, the best for the price. The price is not as amazing. It's gonna be JBL GTO609C. This is component speaker by Harman Kardon. Again, this JBL advertising from 53 hertz to 21,000 hertz, right? But here's the catch. JBL, if you put the tons of power, whatever is the power, if you amplify them, they will open up so much nicer, and you're gonna be surprised. When you're reading the reviews, there is the 1-star reviews. Everybody is like complaining that the JBL doesn't give that much bass. Reason why they're not giving that much bass at that point, because if you it's not your fault if you're driving, you know, the cheap car, there is no insulation in the car. When you slam the door, your door is like sounds that means you need the dynamatic to get some bass. Higher level car, for example, the Lincolns or some, you know, the Mercedes, higher, not the cheap Mercedes, whatever I had. Higher Mercedes or the Range Rovers with the decent sound installations. If you install these speakers on that vehicles, it's gonna be tons of bass, like a really good bass. But on the Honda Accords, if you install on the Honda Civic, if you install in the any Kia vehicles or whatever is the cheap vehicles, right? They're not gonna produce very well. So you have to install Dynamat. So number 2, it's gonna be JBL GTO. It's always been there, and of course they will play a lot lower than they advertising, and they will last long. So the material, build quality, the cones, everything they used, it's gonna last like 2-3 cars. I change my cars every 2-3 years, so these speakers easily they last that long, right? So JBL, it's number 2. Number 1, finally, it's gonna be what? It's gonna be finally number 1. It's gonna be 4Cal Audio. 4Cal Audio is the one of the best speaker in the market. I'm joking, bro. Number 1, it's gonna be Infinity Kappa. Nobody can beat nobody can beat this company. The bass compartment, right? The bass on the Infinity Kappa is the next level. You guys sleeping for that price range. Now I put in now the sale price in before the $200. So Infinity Kappa, the tweeters is loudest, so you can hear every single details even if you playing loud. So I did the older version. I test on my F-150. I installed the Infinity Kappas also. I installed tons of different speakers, and I end up to coming back to the Infinity Kappas because, okay, let's story. The back in the days, I was hate this Infinity company because Harman Kardon they use on the Subarus, right, or upgraded. So I paid the upgraded. When I blast the sound, it was like garbage. Everything it comes with the Nissan Maximas for the Nissan's vehicles on the Subarus. Whatever they installing, they sound garbage, trash. But aftermarket ones is like amazing. Nobody can beat these speakers. The bass wise and the build quality on these speakers, trust me, like a tank. The material they use, a specific, not the heaviest one, not the lightest one. For example, the Alpine use the lighter material for the cone area, but when you're cranking like a bass, like a really bass, you're gonna hear the distortion. On this guy, some reason you can use like a subwoofer and you're not gonna hear any distortion. Like, it's very hard to get from the speaker the distortion if you're giving clean power. If not, amplifier is getting distortion, the speaker will play no matter what sound level you're gonna put, they will play like amazingly. So it's always gonna be number one. Only problems, the guys doesn't know how to install it, doesn't cut the the dynamats. They do something wrong, so they cannot get full 100% from the Infinity Kappas. So these guys, they advertising the play range, it's 45 hertz to 35,000 hertz. Again, the tweeters, you see, it's a lot higher. The Alpine, of course, Type R is the 40,000 hertz, but you're not gonna hear those 15,000, 20,000 hertz above. But the Kappas, if I take between the Alpine and the Infinity Kappa, I go 100% with the Infinity Kappa, because you can adjust the tweeters, and the tweeter is a lot louder on the Infinity Kappa. The bass, it's way lower than Alpine Type R. Type R, it shines when at the middle, right, for the mid-range. But if you're listening to trap music, the rap music with the heavy bass or the vocals, you can adjust the Infinity Kappa, right? If you put the both speakers flat, Alpine seems to play middles is louder, but you can't hear the tweeters. Tweeters is gonna be less. Alpine Type R, tweeter is gonna be less, and you're gonna at the same time you're gonna lose the bass. Infinity Kappa, you hear the bass at the same time, and the tweeter is yelling. So mids you need to adjust, right? So you have to adjust it, and I'm gonna open some really secret, guys. If you go to your settings on the system, because I'm always getting that comment, hey Mike, that tweeter is too loud, that tweeter is too loud, for that speaker is the tweeter is too loud. There is never ever it's gonna be tweeter is too loud. Secret, it's here. When you go to settings, you have 3 settings, and the worst, some system has a 7 band, 16 band, 32 band. Some with stock head units has at least 3 bands. One is for tweeter, one is for mid-range, one is for the bass. So tweeter side, if you don't like your tweeter is loud, you just cut it down. You just cut it down. That's it. It's not gonna be, you're not gonna hear that tweeter anymore. But if your tweeter is low, plays low, you're gonna put the maximum power, so you start to getting distortion from your main driver. That's it. So guys, I'm gonna record other videos. I'm gonna upload the different speakers. Comment below what do you think. What is your top 1, 2, 3 speakers for the bass, right? If I didn't record any other your speakers, you're in the market, you're making the 3-4 days to research which one you're gonna get. You read all the comments. Forget about this. This is already tested with these guys like this, these guys also, as I have a tons of speakers here that's sitting and over there. So I'm doing all the experiment with opening up. Stop reading all the comments. Sometimes the guys just slapping the speakers and they're turning us with the bullshit amplifier, and they're not getting the whatever they want. So the Infinity Kappas, JBL, Type R, Type S, and MTX, that's the top 5 speakers for the bass, right? I'm out. See you on the next video.